Brewster has finally arrived in Animal Crossing New Horizons, with his coffee shop, The Roost, now part of the museum. One of the special gifts that our old pigeon friend will give you is the recipe for a Roost Sablé cookie, which is the treat he gives to those that are too young for coffee, like the snotty turnip-selling Daisy Mae. Not only can you make them in the game with the recipe Brewster gives you, but you can also make them in real life too. A Sablé cookie is just the name for a French shortbread, so it's actually very easy to make your own Brewster biscuits at home. The hard part is just shaping them. For the biscuits, you'll need 3 egg yolks at room temperature, 50 grams of icing sugar, 100 grams of salted butter cubed and left out at room temperature, 175 grams of plain flour, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. First, get your mixer bowl and add in your icing sugar and your room temperature cubed salted butter, and then blitz that until it's fluffy and light in your stand mixer or with a freestanding electric whisk. Once your butter and sugar is creamed together, it'll look something like this. Now it's time to start adding your egg yolks. You'll need to do them one at a time, making sure each one is fully combined before starting with the next one. You can use a spatula to scrape the sides down in between if that's helpful. So add 1 egg yolk to begin with. Don't worry if they split, we're just adding it a little at a time. Once all of your eggs are incorporated, it'll look a little bit like scrambled egg, but that's fine. Now it's time to sift in your flour and your baking powder. Then you're going to want to put this back in your electric mixer and blend until combined, but stop as soon as the dough comes together. When your dough comes together, it'll look something like this. If it starts to feel a little bit too sticky, make sure that you just put it back in the fridge to chill and bring down the temperature of the dough. But now it's ready, just get 2 pieces of greaseproof paper and start rolling it out with a rolling pin. So it's a nice shape when you roll it out. And then I've got a rolling pin that has the measurements on the side, so I know that this is 0.5 centimeters ready to go. But if not, you want it about the width of a pound coin or 2 dimes stuck on top of each other. So it's quite a sticky dough, which is why you want the greaseproof paper on the top. Once you've got your basic shape, take your cutter or your handily made Brewster template and find the part where it fits the best. And stick your template on the top. Make sure not to press too hard because it can get quite easily stuck if you're doing it with cardboard like we are. And then what you'll want to do is take a knife and just start cutting around the edge of your template. Now that you've got your basic Brewster, what you want to do is get a tool or the rubber end of a pencil and just start making all his features. I've just got a very cheap pack of plastic cookie decorators, which you can buy from all good retailers. And as I mentioned, some people on Etsy have already made like a pre-made Brewster biscuit cookie cutter, so you can cut all of this hard work out if you need to. While you're decorating your cookie, don't forget to preheat your oven to 160 degrees centigrade, 325 degrees Fahrenheit, or gas Mark III. So once you're happy with your overall design and your oven is preheated, get a baking tray and slide your little guy on. Now he's ready to go. We're going to get him into the oven for around 12 to 15 minutes or until the edges are lightly golden brown. Once your cookie is lightly golden brown, it's time to get it out of the oven. It'll look something like this. They'll keep for around 3 days in an airtight container, if you can resist them, that is. Happy baking!